button. I'm so glad.
There we are. We're live. And I had to, like I said, Stephen and I were talking. And if I hadn't have shut up and realized that we weren't live yet, we might have done a whole show and you folks wouldn't know. Can you imagine? Okay.
That is talking to yourself, isn't it? Well, you wouldn't be, you know what I mean?
I do it all the time.
It's a lot easier when we go live. And so that's Catherine.
Yeah. Hello, Catherine is out there. I see Deidre. I hope I'm saying her name right.
Yeah.
And
from Australia.
I see Stephen Healey reacted as well.
Well, yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Broadcasting to Your Community, where we have no agenda. Well, we don't have an official agenda. I guess we always have an agenda, and our agenda is to have fun and
entertain and to share.
Yeah.
And to chat. And one of the wonderful things about this show is that you can talk to us and we will listen. And if you want to come on camera, you can.
Yes.
Type guest. You can go on camera. I was just checking before I said it.
Did David do his job today? Yes, he did.
All right. Okay.
Boy, what a busy weekend. How was your weekend? It's crazy here.
Mine was chilling. I went out on the Saturday, and that was good. Good to get out in the fresh air. But you were on the fresh air as well, weren't you?
Yeah, in a few different ways. We have something called Artscape here every year. Well, this was the 6th year, and they hire me to do live remotes, and it's just a beautiful, like Steve and I hope, if you ever get the chance to come this way, boy, I tell you, we just have beautiful water, beautiful river. So it's right down. Our park is right on the Marina Bay. And that's where they have the Artscape, and it's different. It's not really a crafty thing. It's art. Like we're talking jewelry arts out of stone and glass and wire and all that stuff, and photography, and it's really an upscale artisan, if you will. And so I was out there. I had my tent down there, and it was just what a beautiful job. It was just fantastic. But then later in the I was done at about 3:30, and we went down to the marina where I have some friends down there, lots of friends down there, but this couple in particular said, let's go for a boat ride. So we went for a beautiful boat ride down the St. Clair River, and we stopped at Fawn Island where it's like about 3 feet of water, and we just kind of chilled there, and then we went and had a bar. It's just beautiful. Then we went under the blue water bridges and took some pictures of that, and life is good. Sorry, I got lost on vacation there for a minute.
Good to hear it. And Catherine has a comment.
Oh yes, Artscape is fantastic. Actually, if you want to go to the Facebook page, it's art. Actually, how do I do that? Yeah, I can type this in.
You can type it in whilst you're typing it in. Hello, everybody who's watching live. This is David Burrows in Sarnia in Canada, hosting with me, Stephen Healey in Wiltshire in England. And as David said earlier, we don't have an agenda. You set the agenda. We're happy to talk about anything and everything, providing it's legal. And
we just took the fun out of that. Catherine, I just typed how to spell Artscape. It's art with a Z and then scape. And if you find that, I might even be able to. I should be able to do that, right? I should be able to go. Anyway, they have a Facebook page. It's Artscape by the Bay. Okay. And I don't really have time to look for it, but it should be easy to find.
Yeah.
And it supports a local organization called Pathways Health Center for Children, which a lot of therapeutical type things, from speech to you name it, right? Any kind of thing, I guess. What's the word I'm looking for? Just to help young children. They have a therapeutic pool that they're actually trying to raise money for because they're struggling there with some maintenance issues and stuff. But they're a fantastic organization, and they've been around for 40 some years. So this is one of their signature events for it as well. So,
all right. And yeah, Canada, says Jay Lane.
Hello, Jay Lane. Yay,
And,
Canada. Anybody, by the way, if you want to enhance the broadcast,
indeed,
you can join us on camera. Type guest in the comments below. You have to be sure that you're watching from the link above.
I like that. It's like a deer.
It's horns. Well,
yeah.
mine are horns, I think.
Yeah.
But click on the link above there to make sure you're watching here, because we're broadcasting in such a cool thing. We're international because we're broadcasting in Australia right now. We're broadcasting in the United Kingdom, all through the United States, and now in South Africa.
Indeed.
Ready live. Yeah. Jay Lane, where are you from?
Jay's got a very popular show with thousands of viewers on her own page and on the live video hub.
Oh, yes.
And Jay is, Jay's Jay.
Jay's Jay. Join us, Jay. Talk to us. Type guest. Join us. So it was a really good weekend. And I have to say, well, I guess this will fit into live streaming here just for a moment. I get more and more people recognizing live stream and what it like. The struggle that I've often had here in Sarnia, and probably because of my DJ history. A lot of people think I work at the radio station.
Yeah.
Now, I do work at the radio station, but not in the capacity that they think of me as. They think I'm an on-air talent. Because there's another fellow that works there by the same last name, but his first name is Rick. And he's been there forever, so they get us confused. And there used to be another fellow that worked there in the morning show with a very similar last name. It had Burr in the beginning. So people, I think and then when I was a karaoke DJ and a wedding DJ, they just thought DJ radio station, all that stuff. So when I set up my tent at events, they think sometimes, oh, that's David Burrows from the radio station. Or they say, oh, how's the radio show? Or they say, I hear you on the radio all the time. And I'm like, no, you don't. They do hear me on we have 3 local radio stations here. They're all owned by Blackburn Radio. And the one CHOK, I send in a 1-minute audio clip every week talking about who was on my show that week. This week on the show, I speak with if you want to, and it's a 1-minute community thing that they play once a week. But people hear me on the radio all the time. It's just funny, right? So anyway, getting to my point, more and more people are starting to say, oh, that's David from the Video Show Network or from the show, and they're recognizing that I'm live streaming. And I think sometimes too, depends on my setup. Sometimes too, I'm under my tent and I have the headphones with a mic going, and I might have a guest with the same. And if you were to walk by, you would think, oh, he's on the radio. Yeah. Because you don't really see, I'll have an iPad in front of me. So that could be, So it's just interesting to see the growth now happening, and people recognizing more what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not saying this is a me thing. What I'm saying is, that's probably happening all over the world, where people are really starting to pick up on this live streaming thing.
Slowly but surely. I mean, you're in the position where you're actually broadcasting locally. People, you said, getting to know that you're on live video. I've got probably got more people in Canada who know I am than in my home county of Wiltshire.
Really?
We Brits are lagging behind a bit on live video.
Okay.
Is Jennifer in your audience? Jennifer Moons.
Jennifer Moons is in my audience.
Yes.
She's also in my house.
Oh.
That is my lovely wife, Jennifer.
Right. Okay.
And I'm not. She didn't take on my last name, so I think she's not quite sure yet.
Hello, Jennifer. Nice to see you.
She's going to come down here in a minute and throw something at me. But yes, that is my lovely wife, Jenny Moons. and she's up in the living room, obviously watching. Hi, honey. There you go. Hi, honey. See, and she hates. I don't know why she does that, because she knows that I'm going to talk about her now. Whenever I MC an audience or something like that, I always say, "Oh, my lovely wife Jennifer Moons," and she's like, "Oh, really?" You know. But now she's just feeding it to me here. So like,
volunteering.
Too easy, honey. But yeah, it is. It's one of those things where, you know, like the internet. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that internet. Oh, I heard of that. What's that about? To, oh my goodness, my internet's down, I'm going crazy. Right? No. So it's we are and actually the friend of this boat I was on the other day said to me, he said, I admire what you've done with this live streaming thing, because he said you really got in at a time where nobody else is getting it, you know, so position yourself ahead of a trend before it becomes one, right?
It's totally true, and we're still pioneers and enjoying being so. And it's just spectacular what we can do with BeLive.tv, and we can traverse the world, and we can talk about anything we like. If you've got any topics you'd like us to consider, or if you want to join David on camera, if you want to join us on camera, just type guest, and you'll get an invitation via Facebook Messenger to join us on camera, because David is deploying bots today, messenger bots.
I challenged my wife to click on the guest link and come on camera. Yeah.
Right, okay.
She won't do it. I can already hear her. Buck, buck. Okay. So, I mean, there's, you know, I'm really excited for the future too. And I don't even know what that looks like just yet as far as live streaming goes. But from what I've seen so far, I go, wow, what have we done already? And what kind of new features are going to come in the future that things will be able to do? I mean, even look at Apple. Are you an Apple guy, or are you a...
Nope, I'm an Android man.
Oh, you're on the dark side. So, but Apple is coming out, well, and my son's actually a beta tester for their iOS. They're coming out with something like 25 or 30 people on screen on FaceTime.
Right. Okay.
And I'm not sure how they're doing it, because that's a lot of bandwidth. It
is. But interesting.
So that's in beta. But so, you know, I think Emerson said, you know, what a man can thinketh. Sorry, what a person can thinketh. You know, we can create it, right? Gene Roddenberry is a great example of that. You know, talking to the computer, that'd never happen. Hey Siri, hey Alexa, you know, that's yeah.
You mentioned Alexa.
I did, but she's muted.
Good. Because Alexa's appeared on the show before.
A couple of times.
Indeed.
Yeah. Speaking of features.
Yes.
You were talking before I clicked the start broadcast button. You were talking about a feature on Facebook.
Indeed. And say hello to Keza and talk about Facebook premieres.
Yeah.
Now, for years, we have been told by Facebook, do not try and pretend that recorded video is live. Now, that wasn't aimed at us. That's aimed at people who are marketing and trying to pretend that they're live. Now, Facebook have released a new feature, which is called Premiere. The feature is very simple. You can upload a recorded video to your Facebook business page. And when you press the publish button, you're given the option to do it as a premiere. If you do it as a premiere, you can schedule it at a date and time in advance of where you are now, and it will send out a notification to anybody who's signed up to your page, telling them that you're going to go live at such and such a time. In addition to that, it will go live on that page at that time. Now, every new feature needs testing, so I gave it a little walk today, and I put up a show that David was in 2 weeks ago today, with Brigitte Limbanda and Linda West, and it was about camera confidence. It was a fantastic show, which I was sat there as producer, and when you're producing a show, you can't actually listen to it, because otherwise you'd miss what's going on. So today, for the first time, I actually watched the entire show, but as I did it, I was actually live in the comments talking to people. And this is the key, that you can put up the video and you can watch the video with everybody else and you can interact. And it was just amazing to behold that people get involved. I think if you're there actually commenting live at the time that it's playing, you can build up interaction and viewers as well. So I'm all for it. I shall be doing that at 10 a.m. Eastern on a Monday, replaying one of my favorite shows, watching it for the first time. And I'm just amazed by what happened, because in actual fact, in that particular video, 76 people have watched the video, and they've watched for 235 minutes. So bringing a video up for second time on Premiere can build an audience, because they're actually watching on your own page. So it's an opportunity.
And I guess you could call that repurposing too, right?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah. I mean, as Angelica pointed out to me, the only problem is you've got to download the video to upload it again. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's a very straightforward exercise. So you just go to one of the shows that did well, download it, upload it as a new video, press the publish button, and schedule it as a premiere, and stay there and watch it and interact. Yeah, it's a great way to get to know people.
Yeah, well, and that interaction, like sometimes, you know, like again, I try to keep an eye on people saying hello and try to acknowledge, and that often takes two of us to do that. So to be able to, I see one of the things I could see happening there, for example, some like what I do when I do these live remotes, and it happens in radio quite a bit actually, where, hey, we're live down at blah, 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 and they do their 1.5 minute commercial or whatever live spot. They often record them on their phone.
Right.
And then email them to me in the studio, and then I plug them into the system, and then I play them as though they were live. Right?
Yep.
So for somebody like me who does a lot of live remotes, pardon me, I could see going and recording an interview or my wander or whatever I'm doing, and I could do a bunch of them back to back.
Yeah.
And then schedule them as a premiere.
Yeah.
Because there's not really a lot of interaction that goes on when I'm doing a live, because I'm only live for maybe 5 to 10 minutes at a time, right?
Yeah. I mean, on the next one, I'm going to download the video. I'm going to put a pre-roll and a post-roll in. I'm going to edit it and put additional information so that they're actually watching something which is new-ish. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Catherine's got some ideas on that as well.
Yeah, she's let's go over to Catherine. Thanks for joining us, Catherine. Thanks everybody for joining us. We appreciate you being here. I think that's a fabulous idea, Stephen. Then we can really interact more. I'm often reluctant to make a lot of comments for fear of disrupting or interrupting the hosts. I like to interact. Yeah. And is there a delay between audience typing comments and you guys seeing them? A little bit,
yeah,
but it's 5 seconds maybe.
Yeah. It's not going to affect. Right, okay. And Catherine has got a final comment for the moment.
Nice to do the I Live Here show. Sure, go ahead, Steve.
All right, and the I Live Here show, which is on at 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, with myself and Fons Chamberlain, will be live from somewhere in Cambridgeshire. And it would be a good idea to actually replay those as premieres and get Fons to actually comment, because at the moment, of course, he's live on camera and can't comment. So that's an idea.
Talk about what's the I Live Here show? I briefly saw something about it, but I haven't had a chance to engage.
Well, this is an invitation for you to join us tomorrow. But you wouldn't be on camera. You would actually be. What the idea is quite simple and straightforward. Fons is somewhere in Cambridge that he knows, and he actually then goes live on his iPhone 6, and he broadcasts and gives us a guided tour. So we've done two tours of Cambridge, and tomorrow he is somewhere new, which is interesting because I've never been there. So what you're actually showing people is your hometown. So I live here.
you're producing it? Is that how it's working, or what?
I'm on camera.
Okay.
On a desktop.
Right.
Hans comes in by phone on a BeLive.tv show. Remotely, yeah. And he's got a good signal, which helps. And he gives us a guided tour of where he is. So if you'd like to join us tomorrow, say around about 9:30, and do a 10-minute. Sorry, no, I put you on the spot. My apologies for that.
No. I just don't know what I'm doing yet.
Okay.
I have a feeling I'm somewhere. I'm actually going on vacation tomorrow. We're leaving. Jennifer's leaving in the afternoon, and I'm leaving in the evening. And
okay.
But yeah, possibly. Send me a message after the show, or I'll forget.
I will do that. Well,
that's really interesting. I done something similar, not really planned, but I interviewed a gentleman from one of our museums here. Come on phone. And it was his idea. He said, so I can walk around. And so what he did was he came on and then he walked through the museum and gave us a tour of the museum. Like, it was like, yeah, here you go. Here's your tour. Here's
indeed. By somebody who knows inside out. And that's why it works.
That's amazing.
And what we're doing is bringing people in from all around the globe. The first two shows are with Fonz. And just to note, he used to do the whole thing on his iPhone, just going direct to Facebook, And he showed me a video yesterday which has got 70,000 views.
Wow!
So he said that's our target. So aim high, and you never know. So you don't set.
What's that saying? Shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
Exactly so. So we know that we're going to go to San Diego. We're going to, it's not Fonz going to San Diego, somebody with a camera in San Diego, phone in San Diego, is going to join us in the coming weeks. And we're going to Rochester in Kent in England. And we're also going to a festival in the USA. So we have things lined up. If anybody's watching and would love to come on camera, 9 a.m. Eastern on a Tuesday, just to give us a guided tour of the area that you love, in the town that you live in, then just get in touch with me.
What page will that be on?
It's on the Be Live in 5 page where we are now. Yeah, there is. I mean, this is coming to a point. We've set up a page which is called I Live Here, but the problem is if you set up a new page and you broadcast to it, then I had confirmation from Catherine.
Nice.
Catherine
she wants to. She's signed up for September 28th.
Yep, Catherine is going to be on camera.
Oh, Catherine has a good memory. She's talking about. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, and I got talking about how you cannot walk across our bridge anymore. And nice that we can see Davidstown. I would like to see the bridge that you can no longer go across. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a preview, Catherine. If you go to my personal page, David Burrows, and by the way, if you're looking for a new friend, I'd be happy to take your friend request and connect. You'll see a picture if you scroll down when we were out yesterday on our friend's boat. There is a picture of our Blue Water Bridge, and then there's a picture of us going under the Blue Water Bridge, and you can see the two bridges. I'm looking up, taking a picture. It's nice to have friends with boats. I've always wanted a boat. I haven't had a boat. I will someday. It's on my list. But I always tell the story, like when Jennifer and I first bought our house. We've been here about 6 years now. We were first looking. She said, "Let's get a house with a swimming pool," and I said, "No." Because my parents had a swimming pool business for 20 some years. So I grew up around a swimming pool. Yeah. So I had a lot of friends in the summer.
Okay.
But I didn't have any friends in the winter. But then they came back the next summer. Yeah. So I said, make friends with people who have swimming pools and make friends with people who have boats.
Right.
Then you don't have to own one or look after one. You got to bring a 6-pack of beer, maybe some food. Yeah, and say thank you. Maybe some gas money. That's it. You don't have to go buy one.
Sounds good.
So this is our friend's boat. So check that out there, Catherine. Yeah. And that's really interesting, you know, because I've had a thought for a long time on how I would like to do remotes, like somebody here in my studio operating things and talking, doing a full, you know, like a 2-hour show of, like, if I was at a festival or something, they could be doing something. It'd be nice to be able to play music, but we can't do that yet.
We can if we use external software like vMix. Just a note, by the way, your show producer doesn't need to be in Canada.
Well, that's true. That's true. Good point. Yeah. So I could be out on remote going, hey, and you could say, okay, we're going to go live to David's. Hey, we're here doing our thing. Like, it's totally a thought I've had for a long time, but I'm a one-man show right now, but I think I just got an offer.
You did, because we're not a one-man network. We have friends around the globe.
But could you talk for 2 hours by yourself?
Just try me. Yeah, I mean, basically, I mean, if you put together an itinerary, give me details, then I can be previewing where you're going to, and then whilst you're there, I can produce, and then I can preview the next one as you move into the next one. So yeah, possibilities. Anything is possible.
Well, we said it earlier, right? Or Emerson said it. Whatever you can think of, you can make it happen, right? Sooner or later. Yeah. DJ O'Brien. Hi, David and Stephen.
Hello.
Put that up. I'm awake at silly hour here in South Australia. It will be interesting to see that area. Hello, Australia. Now we are. Now I know we're officially international.
We're totally international and totally Australian. And I love Australia. I love Melbourne. My son and daughter-in-law are now naturalised Australians living in Melbourne. So it's got a fond place in my heart. Beautiful part of the world.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, my friend with the boat has a father. Where exactly are you?
I'm in Wiltshire in England.
In Wiltshire.
Near to Stonehenge.
How far? Yeah. So, what's another town near you? It's kind of a funny name. Houkridge?
My local geography is not too hot.
I have to forgive me for I'm going to text.
Okay. I shall prove my worth. I shall carry on talking whilst you're.
Okay, I'm putting you full screen. Talk away.
Right. Okay. Now, if you're watching us anywhere apart from the TVSN page, then if you click the link above, you can come live and comment live, and David and I will see it. Otherwise, enjoy watching the show, and we'll come and comment afterwards, because this show is going live on probably about 10 different pages, and that's the beauty of cross-live posting. So thank you to Facebook for that. Coming up tomorrow is Live Here, which is at 9 a.m. Eastern, and will be from Cambridgeshire in England. And then, well, before that, coming up tonight, because he's not mentioned it yet, at 3:30 p.m. Eastern today, David is live with his weekly show. Can you tell us more about it, sir?
Yeah, good cover.
See?
I just texted my friend who asked me how you and I met. He goes, "How'd you meet that fella from the UK, and how did that come about?" So I was telling him kind of our history between us, and I told him you live near Stonehenge, and he said, "Really?" I think he said his father used to walk by it every day.
Okay.
Way to work, and he lived. So anyway, we'll see if I get a text while the show's on. And who knows? Right. You might even know him.
Indeed. Well, I live in England, so the odds are that I know. Right. Okay. Your show at 3:30 today.
Oh yes, today at 3:30 I have Rachel Veilleux, who is from the City of Sarnia Parks Department. We have what's called Hobby Fest coming up in one of our parks called Germain Park, and she's going to talk to us about that. And we're going to have one of the vendors there who her hobby is miniatures, which is a very interesting hobby. and it's not just for dollhouses. She wanted me to point that out.
Right.
And then we're going to have a young Dylan Taylor, who is a young, I think he's about 17-year-old boxer from the Blue Water Boxing Club. He's headed down to Guelph, which is a couple hours from us, for one of his fights. And then we're also going to talk with a gentleman by the name of Jonathan Webb, who's from Toastmasters International.
Yeah.
He's coming to do an event here in Sarnia. So,
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Have you ever been to Toastmasters?
I have not, and I've been invited several times, and I just haven't been able to. I just haven't been able to get to it. Just a scheduling thing. I've often thought to and would like to, but yeah, I just haven't been. There's a part of me that wonders too, because I've been talking for years, and I sort of said, well, what are they going to teach me? All right. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I mean,
no,
I meant it like, what are they going to teach me? Like, I might get taught something I don't like. I don't know. Tell me to change my ways or something. I don't know.
Well, what you don't want is basically when you got your sort of live video style, you don't want that to be changed.
Yeah.
Now we've been say hello to Deanne.
My friend Deanne Baruby. How are you, Deanne? Time to connect again soon. Hope you're doing well. She's here in our city.
I love this networking. Now we've been cheering on Deidre for the last couple of weeks, and my question to Deidre is: are you still cheering on yourself? Before we mention what we're cheering about. It's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Deidre. Oh, that was the smoking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're talking about?
It was, yeah. So,
how are we doing with that, Deidre? Are we down to 2 cigarettes yet? I think she said she was at 3, right?
That's last week. Last time we spoke.
Yeah, fantastic. I was giving up smoking. Yes. You were down to 3 cigarettes, and I suggested how you could go down to 2 and then 1. Where are you at? Let us know. We want to know that we're helping you out here. That's kind of cool too, right? You know, that we, I did a speech not too long ago for some volunteers, and the title was Impact. You know, our words and our actions have impact, and we often impact people we don't even know we're impacting, because you never know who's watching. 3 to 5 a day. Okay, that's awesome.
It is. Well, down from 30 a day. I mean, 2 packs a day.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Like, Deidre, you should be so proud of yourself, because we are super proud of you. And it's, I know everybody says it's not easy, but it can be. And you just got to keep going. And then if you go, and when you do get there, you'll look back years later and go, wow, I don't miss that at all. Why didn't I do that sooner? At least that's what I do. I'm like 3 years in now. So fantastic. There's some new things happening. Let's kind of switch back to live streaming for a minute. You both, fantastic. Yes, you both made me feel better about my attempt.
Really?
Don't attempt it, do it, because you're doing it. Don't say you're attempting
doing it. You're doing it the right way.
So what works for you works for me is different. It's what works for you. So keep at it and check it with us. Back to some live streaming stuff.
Yep. Okay.
I got a message from Facebook the other day. I'm going to see if it's. I get excited because every day I've been checking my Facebook, waiting for this special message to appear. I haven't seen it yet today.
Okay.
They asked me if I would like to be a gaming creator on Facebook and possibly monetize my videos.
Good
and
news.
No, keep your money, Facebook. So, very exciting news. And there's some qualifications, and it pops up every day and says, okay, you've done this and this.
Yep.
And then I just completed another one. And by the end of next week, I should be easily qualified for what they're looking for. They want you to live stream so much, and they want you to do a few little things. But so this is not only good for me, but it's good for the rest of the live streamers, because it says that it's coming. It's been coming. It's been talked about for a long time. When can we monetize our videos? I don't know. It's coming.
Step by step.
To me, that's a big clue, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, giving us the ability to monetize would be awesome, because we'd never leave Facebook then. Not that we'd leave Facebook anyway, because of everything that they're actually doing for free. But the goal of anybody who's in live videos at some point down the road to turn it into a small business, to be able to enjoy what we do and actually get paid. Not that I don't want advertising, but who knows what they could do. Anything's possible. So kudos to you to actually getting that, and I look forward to hearing your stories of the success of it.
Yeah, well, it's exciting because my son Jason, as you know, is involved in the business, and that is his side of things more than like a talk show. He likes the esports, right?
Yeah.
So I talked to him about that, and he was like, "Ooh," because we're on Twitch as well. So now we're looking at we can set it up so we would go live to both Twitch and Facebook at the same time. So far. There are some times when you go live to Twitch when I become an affiliate. You're not allowed to do that anymore. When you go live, you're only allowed to go live to Twitch.
Okay.
And I think Facebook will probably have something in there too, which is fine.
Undoubtedly. Yeah.
If you want some hilarity added to your, you won't be able to do this. You'll be sleeping. But if you are in Eastern time and you want some hilarity added to your life, every Monday night at 8 o'clock on our Twitch channel, or we might do it on Facebook tonight. I don't know. Jason and my son Jason, who's 18, for those of you who don't know, we play Fortnite, this shoot 'em up each other kind of game. It's a lot of fun. I'm really addicted to it. I have to be careful. Jennifer says, "Honey," but I'm right in the middle of
working.
I'm working here, which I am. Anyway, we play Fortnite, and it's father versus son. So you can probably imagine the scenario of an 18-year-old trying to kick dad 49-year-old's butt, and often does. But we have a lot of fun entertaining each other. We are entertaining. There's no doubt about it. And he's a sneaky little fella. So I've got some new strategies I'm working on to kick his butt. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. And it's 8 o'clock Eastern every Monday now.
Could you just explain what Twitch is?
Oh, yeah. Well, so twitch.tv. I'll put a link into my channel in a moment. Twitch was originally designed, it's a platform for gamers to broadcast their games while they're playing. So like this, but playing their video games. And you can become an affiliate and then a partner, and you can monetize, and people can donate and give you coin bits and all this stuff. There's a lot to it, but it was designed originally for gamers to stream.
Yeah.
And Amazon owns Twitch, so they've added in an Amazon Prime element to it all. So I have like Amazon Prime Video, for example, because I got Amazon Prime for when I purchase things, and then it also gave me things to do on Twitch and whatever. Anyway, there was a lot of features for $90 a year. And now they've opened the door. It's been a while now. They've opened the door to anybody like us. If we wanted to go on there and do a show on there like this, we can do it. It used to be policy you could only game.
Okay. Yeah.
But now it's an open door policy now. So there is some advantage to that.
Right. So what do you actually use to broadcast to Twitch?
So when I broadcast to Twitch, we will use OBS, Open Broadcast Software. And actually, pardon me, what we've been using quite successfully is Lightstream.
Oh, right. Okay.
And what I do there is, because I have two computers right here. So I have two screens for you and me, and I got another computer over here. I actually run Lightstream on this computer over here. And then I go into my OBS on this computer and broadcast to that. And we can actually put the two of us on screen together at the same time.
Okay. You've done that recently, just on Lightstream? Sound okay?
Yeah, it was very successful. It was very successful. There were a couple little glitches, but it wasn't anything like you and I have experienced like a year ago with it.
So the audio is better.
Audio's better. Compared to, I never had a problem with audio.
All right. Okay. Right. No,
you mean like the quality of the audio, or it not working?
The quality of the audio. Because if you're happy, I'm happy. And I'm not trying to find fault. I'm just want to know what it's like at the moment, because I've not been onto Lightstream for some time.
Yeah.
It'd be good
as far as I know.
Back there.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. But and they're more. I mean, they have. Pardon me. They have two setups there on Lightstream, as you probably know. This one is it's a studio broadcasting. You can broadcast anything to multiple platforms, all that. The Prism, it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's strictly designed towards gaming.
Okay.
It does not let you broadcast to Facebook from that side of things, and it does not allow you an RTMP, so you can go to multiple places. You can only go to Twitch and Mixer, which is Microsoft gaming platform.
Okay.
Similar to Twitch, and YouTube is coming, so they're still progressing with it. Yeah,
it's good.
But and some other things coming up with esports that I can't quite announce yet, but probably in the next 2 weeks. I'm having a hard time holding my tongue on this one. I'm so
okay. Let's change subject. Let's change subject.
But it's going to deal with esports. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Hello, Brenda Giles. Hope I said that right.
Welcome, Brenda.
Time here. See, we have somebody new, brave enough to say hello. That's awesome.
That's true.
We haven't been able to convince them to join us on camera. I don't know if we're just doing such a fantastic job.
Could be. Well, no, it's if you want to come on camera and you've not been on before, then this is a great opportunity to do so. Because David and I are friendly, and there are only friends watching, and we'll all be cheering you on. And right, and all you need to do is type guest, and you'll get an invitation via Facebook Messenger to join us on camera. And it takes a couple of minutes if you're camera ready. And Deirdre is saying she's camera shy. Okay, one day, Deirdre, one day.
You know what I think we could do to convince people to come on?
Yeah, okay.
Well, we could probably pay them, but we're not doing that.
No.
We're just going to sit here for the next 15 minutes, and Stephen and I are going to say nothing.
Well, not quite 15
Oh, you blew it.
I know. Well, you know I would. I mean, that's one of the things that we don't want during a short 60-minute show. You can actually sit there silent for 15.
There you go. Jason's out there. Hello, Jason.
Right. Jason, if you type guest, you're more than welcome to actually join us.
You'd be the first one on camera today, and for that, you might win a prize.
I'm not saying what the prize is, but you might win a prize. Because we're being watched today from Canada, USA, UK, and Australia. So a global audience. Thank you, everybody,
South
for
Africa
watching.
Today too. That's nice.
In South Africa,
Brigitte to.
Indeed.
I wonder what she's up to today. Does she have a show now?
I think she was live just recently. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Right. Talking of going live. How do you fancy going live into the Livers group one day, just for half an hour?
Who, me?
The two of us.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because we had that discussion, right? Are we allowed to do that as moderators?
And
I'm guessing that's a yes.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had, because I think I mentioned on one of the shows that we did for the 5 days live. It would be great for moderators to do that.
Yep. Indeed.
Let's
there you are. And we have our first guest. And say hello to Kelly.
Kelly Shade. Kelly, I never know how to say your last name. It's Shade or Shad or he's here in Sarnia. But here's the interesting thing about Kelly is I know, even though he's here in Sarnia, talk about networking, I know that he's watched Blabbing for Britain. And,
he has.
A few other shows. So there's a Sarnia fella checking you out as well. So thanks, Kelly.
We've had chats before now. All good. I mean, this is the thing that we're sort of a network, and people move around within the network watching different shows. And
I saw Kelly just down at Artscape on the weekend. So
all good.
It looked like. Sorry, go ahead.
Any sign of Jason?
No. Yes.
See, as I said it
just now.
Okay.
And he's got himself all. He's looking great, and he's got that awesome background. 3, 2, 1. Get your hair done. There he is.
Get my hair done.
And we're saying
welcome.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Jason. Nice to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, right. It's still 11 o'clock. No, it's not. It's even worse than that.
That's right. It is afternoon. It's 12:46 for me.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I was going to say I thought we were in the same time zone.
Yeah. But it's morning because I just got out of bed about an hour and a half ago.
Oh, you lazy. Sounds like my son had to
Yes.
I'm like, hey, I'm going. It's noon. I'm going live now. Are you up?
Right.
He's enjoying his summer. He still works hard, but he's enjoying his summer.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. How's things in your world, Jason?
Good. Enjoying just creating content.
Yeah.
That good stuff.
Did I see you were doing something for Aaron?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So putting together another contest to where I want to help people if they want to spice up their background, their lighting, or whatever challenges that they have that I may be able to help with as far as, gear or equipment or whatever. My approach is to keep it as on a micro budget. Use what you have, or I will actually send to whoever, if we can get this contest, the logistics worked out, I will send via Amazon the lighting gear that I would suggest, or audio gear, whatever they need. I would send it to them via Amazon, as gifts from me to them, and help them set it up.
Brilliant. Now, how can we help you?
Yeah.
Right now, I just need to find out the best and most fair way to, and also obviously not break any Facebook rules, to have people submit and connect with me, so I know who's involved and who wants to participate with that. So once I get past that logistics, because I don't know, I've never ran a contest before. Then I'll be able to reach out to you guys and say, hey, can we get the word out? Maybe there's somebody out there that I can help that will be able to win this. But Erin is basically the first one that I'm working with on this, so she can kind of be an example. And I told her, I said, Erin, you won it? She said, yeah. So helping her with her lighting, and trying to just spice up her consistency and her look that fits her a little more, to where the goal is to just try to keep the costs down, but yet still effective, to where she can just walk in and flip on a switch and, away she goes.
Yeah. We'll certainly help you promote that once you got it kind of figured out. A couple suggestions for you.
Yeah.
Let me ask a couple of questions first, so I know I'm doing the right thing. People need to, you wanting them to apply, or you wanting them to you want them to share something? Because I don't know if anybody knows this, but Facebook policy, you're actually not supposed to ask anybody to share anything as part of a contest.
Right.
So you can ask them to like and comment on the post, tag a friend, right? I usually say to people, please like this and tag a friend.
Yep.
The other thing that I use is a software, it's an online software, cloud, I don't know what you call it, service called Gleam.
Gleam, okay.
Gleam, Gleam. And what that does, it allows you to connect to other platforms like your YouTube channel, your Twitch, your Instagram, your Reddit. You'll see when you get there. and you can set up contests and quizzes and all these different things that you can do. When I do a contest, what it is, okay, if you go and like my page, you get 500 ballots. If you visit my website, you get 500 ballots. If you follow me on Twitter, you get 200. And you can set all these numbers up to whatever you want.
Wow. Okay.
So it forces them to go do something.
Sure.
Forces them. If you want to enter, you got to do this. That's the way.
Yes.
And it's very, very flexible, and it's free. There's a paid service as well, but the free service, if you're just running a contest here and there, works fabulously. I use it. I haven't in a while, but I regularly use that. So I would recommend you check that out.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. I know that, of course, with RJ kind of helping me with the logistics, or at least trying to hammer stuff out, we are obviously wanting to go through the bot. For the back end to connecting with me, it's basically just letting people know that I'm trying to share and help right now. Yeah. So it's to get them connected with Pedro, my bot, and that's the overall goal for my end. And then for everybody else, it's just basically to find that person out there that could really use my help. And actually not find, but just that's the logistic part. Like, how do I randomly get it so it's fair across the board? Yeah.
Well, the thing about Gleam, it even picks the winner for you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And you can, I think you can set, don't quote me on this, but I think you can set like variables to how it decides, but it'll do it all for you. Anyway,
I wonder if I can connect it with my bot.
Yeah, like you can set it up so that okay, follow this link, and you get X number of ballots into the contest. So yeah, you can send it. You can send them to a website. So, like, you can send them to a link. So I'm guessing that like your landing page or whatever, that would work.
Gotcha. I need to get it.
Got me thinking now. Geez, I could be doing it.
I need to get a URL for I've been told I need to get a URL for my bot. So hopefully I will get that very soon. And I believe that might be, that key piece that we need to get and look at the software you're talking about will be good.
Yeah. I'd be interested in your feedback on what you think about it when you take that look.
Yeah. But so far I had Erin basically send me pictures. I wanted to see what she was working with. What it is that we can enhance. And I kind of basically approach it the same way I do with just about any production shoot that I do with my day job with Safe House. And I just kind of looked at the logistics. Where are the windows? What are the positions of your tables and rooms? And, where can we put the camera and all that stuff? And then also keeping in mind that this is a home. So it's not like I can say, hey, let's bring in a whole bunch of stands and stuff. Yeah. Keeping the mindset that, hey, I need to be aware of this and apply it to where it's still functionable for her in her office, in her house. And it doesn't look like some crazy mad scientist of a production has been going on. Yeah. So.
Well, and I think you're doing a good service there, because I think there's probably a lot of people in that position. I mean, like me here, I have a whole room this is my studio.
Yep.
But on the other side of what you don't see is all a green screen and all kinds of other stuff. But that's me full time. I think most people are putting a backdrop in their living room or something like that to make that. So I think that'll be very handy.
Cool. That's the goal.
Stephen, you're where you.
Okay.
First day with the Newmans. Where you're at, is that your studio? Is that like your permanent studio, or is that a room that
I live here? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the house. This is a room in the house, and this is my place. Yeah.
Okay. And so if that's your room, who do you play chess with?
That's a good question. I knew somebody was going to ask me that one day. I play chess online. How's that?
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
I have sorry to interrupt here. Hereford.
Right. Hereford.
Near you?
No. Hereford is a county, and it's near to Wales. It's on the border with Wales, and it's about 120 miles away from here.
Okay, well then,
in terms of things being thousands of miles away, then it's sort of 2 hours traveling. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's not near Stonehenge like my buddy thought or something.
Nope, it's again a couple of hours from Stonehenge.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And how close are you to Stonehenge?
20 miles.
20 miles. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's basically we can just pop over there when we feel like going for a walk and seeing the stones.
So when I come and visit my friend Stephen Healey, I'll also be able to go see Stonehenge.
You'll go and see Stonehenge. You'll see Avebury, Salisbury Cathedral, and Longleat, and well, probably 30 or 40 different places within an hour's traveling distance we could go to.
Right.
But Stonehenge is the most recognizable.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait. I'm booking it. I'm booking the flight as soon as we're done here.
Okay.
Catherine has a nice comment for you. Hey guys, Jason did a very detailed virtual makeover for Aaron. It was very useful, purposeful information, and a great show, Jason. Yeah, I caught part of that. That's fantastic.
Thanks, Catherine.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Kelly says I should move the office outside on nice days. I probably could. I have a tent. I have an event tent. So, wow. Look what time it is.
Okay.
Look what time it is.
We're almost up out of time here, and it's been fantastic. Thanks for joining us here again today, Jay.
Hey, thank you.
It's always nice to have you pop on, and you win the prize of being the only person on camera today. I
thought someone was coming in when I was coming in.
I could come up with something.
No.
I have a pen here. I could mail it to you. Amazon it to you. Yeah, it's been fantastic. Everybody, thanks so much for joining us here. We're live every Monday, 12 noon Eastern time here. And it's now what, 5 o'clock where you are, Stephen?
6 o'clock. And I am live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern with I Live Here with Fons Chamberlain. And you get a guided tour of somewhere in Cambridgeshire as Fons walks the streets and tells us the history of the place he's actually visiting.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best to, you can send me a message to remind me about that. Okay. And I'll do my best to join you. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us here today. I'll be live again later today as well, 3:30 this afternoon. I'll have 3 guests from my community here, and looking forward to that. Jason, have you got anything else going on today?
Today, no. My stream is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at contentmakers.net is what I got going on this week.
Perfect. Awesome. Check that out, everybody. Thanks for watching. And if you had a great time here with us today, type 10 in the comments below. 10.
10. We say good night and good morning to Deirdre, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching the replay. Type replay down there as well. That's all the time we got for you this week. Take care of each other, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.